Is there a problem, competitor? I was in the middle of working on a question when I was suddenly disconnected. I cannot connect to the remote desktop. Okay, let me see. This problem will require the assistance of the workshop manager. Let's ask the workshop manager for help. What seems to be the problem, Chief Expert? The competitor has just expressed that he was suddenly disconnected. Please help assess the situation. Okay, this will take just a moment. The Ethernet cable is loose. Okay, please help fix it. Okay, competitor. Please see if you can connect now. I can connect. Okay. It took 1 minute to resolve this problem. You will be compensated with that much extra time. Please sign here to confirm. Okay, so just to reiterate, you will be given 1 minute extra time. Please continue. What seems to be the issue, competitor? After I ran my app, my computer and keyboard became unresponsive. Okay, did this happen after you ran your own app? Yes, okay. Since this issue was caused by your app, we recommend you try restarting the computer to resolve this problem. Because this was a personal issue, we cannot compensate you with extra time. Is that understood? Yes. Okay, we will make a note of this issue. Please sign here. You can restart and continue working, but the time lost will not be given back to you. Okay, please continue. Now we will continue commencing evaluating the Desktop App Management Module, S6, Inventory Management and Digital Dashboard System. Let's begin with Competitor 1's design. Okay, please open the Inventory Dashboard. Does the design of the controls meet the requirements? Do the data and positioning thereof conform to the specifications? They do. Okay, no issues here. A total of 0.5 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. Moving on to Competitor 2. Does their inventory dashboard design and its controls meet the requirements? Please evaluate. Buttons are present. Are the relevant inventory management controls present? Relevant inventory management controls are present. Is there a logo? The logo is missing. Okay, deduct 0.2 marks for missing logo. A total of 0.3 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We now move on to Competitor 3. Does their inventory dashboard design and its controls meet the requirements? Please evaluate. Are the relevant buttons present? Are the relevant inventory management controls present? And is the logo correct? The logo is too small and the spacing is wrong. Okay, deduct 0.2 marks for these errors. A total of 0.3 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We now move on to Competitor 4. Does their inventory dashboard design and its controls meet the requirements? Please check for all relevant buttons, correct spacing, and design of the inventory management controls, and the logo. 3 inventory management controls are missing. Okay, deduct 0.2 marks for each missing control. A total of 0.6 marks will be deducted. Therefore, no points will be given for this part. The mark will be finalized and recorded. Now we will look at the emergency maintenance spending by department panel and see if it meets the requirements. Let's examine it. We have imported our test data. Please cross-examine the contents, numbers, departments, and colors in the upper half of said panel, left and right. Do they meet the requirements? The numbers, colors, and context are all correct. Okay, no issues here, so a full mark of 1 is to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We move on to Competitor 2. Is the EM spending by department panel in the inventory dashboard designed correctly? Please evaluate. All months should be displayed. Are the expenses for the department and total displayed? Are said expenses calculated correctly? Furthermore, were the specified colors used for highlighting? The calculations are wrong, but everything else is correct. Are there more than 3 such cases? Yes, there are more than 3 cases of calculation errors. Okay, deduct 0.3 marks for each case of calculation error. Since there are more than 4 cases, 0 marks will be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We will continue with competitor 3. Does the design of their EM spending by department panel in the inventory dashboard meet the requirements? Please evaluate. We will look to see if it is sorted by month, if department information is present, and if calculations are highlighted using specified colors. The wrong colors are used for highlighting. Everything else is correct. Deduct 0.2 marks for each case where the wrong color is used. Are there more than 5 such cases? Yes, there are more than 5 such cases. Okay, 0 marks are to be given for this part. The mark will be finalized and recorded. Next, we will look at the department spending ratio pie chart in the inventory dashboard and see if it is designed correctly. The test data has been imported. Begin cross-examination. We will look to see if the values, labels, ratios, and colors of the pie chart meet the requirements. The values, labels, ratios, and colors all meet the requirements. Okay, no issues here. A total of 0.7 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We move on to competitor 2. Is the department spending ratio pie chart in the inventory dashboard designed correctly? Please cross-examine and evaluate. Does it correctly display all required information? Does it use labels and colors correctly? The information is not presented as a pie chart. The information is also incorrect. Okay, these 2 errors mean they will be given 0 marks. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We will continue with competitor 3. Is the department spending ratio pie chart in the inventory dashboard designed correctly? Begin evaluation. Please evaluate. Are the department information, calculations, colors, values, and ratios all correct? 445278, 437278. One information is incorrect. Deduct 0.5 marks for one incorrect information. A total of 0.2 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We will continue with competitor 4. Is the department spending ratio pie chart in the inventory dashboard designed correctly? Please evaluate. We will look at the values and departments in the chart and their respective ratios and distributions. The labels are incorrect and the formatting is off in one case. Okay, since the labels are not in the specified positions, deduct 0.3 marks. A total of 0.4 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We will now move on to evaluating whether the monthly department spending chart is designed correctly or not. Experts, please begin cross-examination. The information should include the department legend, the composition of each month's expenditures, and the correct labels and values. Expenditures should also be ordered by month and color-coded. Everything is correct. Okay, no issues here, so a total of 1.8 marks are to be given. We will move on to competitor 2. Is the monthly department spending stacked column chart in the inventory dashboard designed correctly? Please evaluate. We will look at the graph type, the values and the contents therein, and see if the expenditures are ordered by month and if the composition thereof is sorted into departments. The information is not presented as a stacked column chart. Okay, since the wrong chart type was used, subsequent information and values displayed were wrong. Therefore, 0 marks will be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. Moving on to competitor 3. Is the monthly department spending stacked column chart in the inventory dashboard designed correctly? Please evaluate. We will look at the graph type. We will also see if expenditures are ordered by month, if the labels and values are correct, and if the department legend is displayed. The month order is incorrect. The values are incorrect as well. Okay, deduct 0.8 marks for the incorrect month order. Since all the values were wrong as well, 0 marks will be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We will continue with competitor 4. Is the monthly department spending stacked column chart in the inventory dashboard designed correctly? Please evaluate. We will look at the graph type, months, labels, and values. We will also see if the department legend meets the requirements. The month labels are displayed incorrectly. Everything else is correct. Are there more than 6 cases where the labeling is done incorrectly? Yes, there are more than 6 such cases. Okay, deduct 0.3 marks for each such case. A total of 0 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. Moving on to competitor 5. Is the monthly department spending stacked column chart in the inventory dashboard designed correctly? Please evaluate. We will look at the month information, labels, values, and any relevant numbers. We will also see if the department legend is displayed. Please evaluate. Department legend is not displayed. Okay, deduct 0.8 marks for missing the department legend. A total of 1 mark is to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. Now we will begin evaluating the design and components of the inventory control frame. Okay, begin evaluation. Please press the inventory control button. Please cross-examine all contents in the frame. Do all the controls and buttons positions meet the requirements? Everything meets the requirements. Okay, no issues meeting the requirements here. 0.7 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. Moving on to competitor 2. Is the inventory control frame properly designed and does it provide all functionalities? Okay, please evaluate. Are all necessary controls present? Do the spacing and color conform to specifications? Two buttons are of the incorrect color. All other controls are correct. Deduct 0.2 marks for each wrongly colored button. A total of 0.4 marks will be deducted. 0.3 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. Moving on to competitor 3. Is the inventory control frame properly designed? Please evaluate. We will look at the controls, the positioning and spacing thereof, the distribution of colors and format. Is everything correct? The format of the date is wrong. Everything else is correct. Okay, a control has the wrong date format. Deduct 0.2 marks. A total of 0.5 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. And now to evaluate whether the competitor properly documents and structures their code, and if they show correct understanding of technical documents. We will begin by looking at the source code and seeing if variables and their annotations are accessible and easy to understand. Please evaluate. Very good. No issues here. Okay, 0.5 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded. We move on to competitor 2. Does the competitor properly document and structure their code and show correct understanding of technical documents? Let's look at their code to see if the variables and annotations are proper. Variables are not named properly. What about the annotations? There are no annotations to be found. Okay, deduct 0.25 marks twice for lack of annotations and for improper variable names. 0 marks are to be given. The mark will be finalized and recorded.